Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, you guys don't know me yet, and that's okay because you are. So, if you don't know me yet, and if you don't follow me on any socials, my name is Amaya. I'm the founder of my business, Scratch by Amaya, where I sell custom press-on nails. You heard me, custom press-on nails. So, if you want some, check out my links in the description. Check out my Instagram, my TikTok, my CapCut. I don't know why you want to follow me on CapCut, but follow me on CapCut. And let's get into it.
She moved out of state and shit that went left. She's seeking forgiveness.
So if you haven't seen by today's title, we are reacting to confessions not even like nobody can get out of me. So we're gonna react to them. We're gonna see how juicy they are. And let's see, because when I tell you these confessions are deranged, I am seriously thinking about setting up a GoFundMe for all of you guys who submitted responses, because what are we doing? If you haven't already, make sure you liked, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit those post notification buttons and click all so you can get a notification every single time I post, because I'm just the best and I know you're gonna want to watch. So let's get into it. So our first confession. One time when I was younger, I was mad that my dad didn't buy me the snacks I asked for. So I snuck out of the house and waited a while until he came back home. Ran laps around the neighborhood, then ran to our house and banged on the door. I'm sorry if my dad forgot snacks. I'm not running. I don't care how mad I am about a snack. I'm not running around the whole neighborhood and just to bang on my door. Okay, let's continue. I proceeded to ask my dad why he left me at the supermarket, to which my mom got mad at him and screamed at him. So you pretended like you went with your dad to go to the supermarket, made your mom believe that you went to the supermarket with your dad just to run some block, like miles, like around the block, to bang on the door. Dad, why'd you leave me at home? You're sick. I could say that with a smile on my face. You're sick. Because why? What reason? What was the reason? Guys, this is a whole paragraph, so there's more. Okay, sweet. He then started to not trust himself around me or my siblings. This is not funny because you didn't once think to be like, yeah, Dad, this was a prank. Like, I was pranking you. Like, you actually really didn't leave me at the supermarket. Like, you made this poor man think he went crazy. No, you didn't say nothing. You let him believe that he left you. This obviously didn't just all happen in the day. So this had to have happened over a course, over a couple of months. And you let this happen.
Why?
I want to know who sent this in, because I put the form on my Instagram and on my TikTok. So it's anonymous. I don't know who submitted. But babe, I just have a question. Why? What in your right mind made you think, yeah, this was a great idea? Let me mess with my dad's head and make him think that he is going mentally insane. But we're not done, because there's still more. He then stopped talking to everyone, even at work. So he isolated himself. Yep. His boss would call our mom talking about how he wouldn't talk to anyone, which can risk himself being fired. First off, why does your boss have your mom's number? That should be red flag number one, because why are we having mom's number? Is like she on an emergency contact form, or because like I just want to know why his boss has your mom's phone number, because that's
weird.
But he stopped talking to people and people at work, which can risk him being fired. So still at no point in your brain you're like, yeah, maybe it's time to stop. Maybe I should just tell my dad, hey, it was a prank. I never actually went with you. I was just mad you left my snacks. Because this is all for snacks. And you let this drag on for months. There's more. He got really depressed and attempted multiple times. At this point, it's not even funny, because why would you let it get that far? Multiple times. He attempted multiple times. Why would you let it get that far? Like, this is not okay. You, like, seriously need some mental health evaluation, because that's, like, actually not okay. Like, I don't like that. That's, like, why didn't you speak? Like, at any moment, you literally could have spoken up and been like, yeah, so it was a prank. I know it's been a couple of months, but I didn't mean for it to get that far. And I'm, like, super sorry. Like, risk getting, like, punishment or, like, ground, like, you would rather not be on punishment and let your dad commit than just fess up to it and still have your dad. All because he left your snack. When has snacks gotten this important to us? Because it was like, it was never that serious. It was never that serious. Okay. My mom sent him to a mental hospital in hopes he would get better. So again, when did you speak up and say, hey, mom, dad's not actually crazy? Remember like a couple months ago when I like came banging on the door and I was like, dad, like you left me at the supermarket. Yeah, mom. I don't know how to tell you this, but he didn't actually leave me at the supermarket. I just snuck out the house and ran a couple of blocks around the house and then banged on the door and then pretended like he left me. All because like I had a really valid reason. It's because he left my snacks. And my snacks were really important to me. So you see, I like had a legit reason. Like I just didn't do it for no reason. I was just mad because I didn't have my snacks. No, you let her send him to a mental hospital and you didn't say nothing. After he got out, he was talking again. Good, okay, I love that for him. But he didn't want to touch us because he thought he was gonna kill us, so he stayed away. Again, why aren't you saying nothing? You're letting it get this far. Like, the way this is playing out, this has to have been over the course of a year. You'd rather let this happen. You're sick. You're sick. What? If you were my child, immediately send back. No, there's no way you're about to make me go mentally insane over something that never even happened. He got depressed again and my mom divorced him. Now, that's kind of wrong on your mom's part, because you see that he's depressed, that he really thinks that, like, he's going to harm his children, and, like he's not, like, he doesn't feel like your children are safe around you. And instead of, like, again, like, I do know, like, she did try to help him, whatever. She sent him to a mental hospital. But, like, there's some things that, like, he's messed up. And that's your daughter's fault. Granted, she probably doesn't know that the daughter did what she did, which she should. You should really tell your mom, because I think you need to be sent to the mental hospital. But you just divorced him when the man is down, like kicking him when he's down for real. That's messed up. No, I still didn't say anything. I was scared my mom was gonna get mad at me, so I kept quiet. So you'd risk your father's mental health over getting on punishment. Yeah, that makes sense, guys. That makes a lot of sense. You know, the way this person explained it, yeah, like, you make so much sense. And honestly, everything that you said so far has been justified. Wrong. Why are you doing this? What other things have you done in your life? I don't feel safe around you. Anyways, after my mom divorced him, he became homeless and committed. This is something that, oh my god, the ambulance. I'll wait till it passes. The perks of living in New York, right? That's what I was saying. You let it get that far where, like, that did not even have to happen. I don't even know if that, like, confession is real, if it's, like, fake. Because the fact that you even let it get that far, me as a human being, I know personally I can't. Why would you risk your father's mental health over, like, getting a little pow-pow, or like getting in punishment, or facing the wall? That did not have to go that far. Like, that was actually ridiculous. And I feel like you definitely do need a therapy session, because that's not okay. Next confession. I once found my dad's phone, which contained a photo of a woman in her undergarments. Because, oh, another ambulance. Can you shut? Okay, we're back after a break because of the ambulance. It's not funny. Why is there a photo of that? Why are you going through your dad's phone? That's my first, like, where, like, did you was like, Dad, I'm gonna play a game, and he was like, yeah, here's my phone, whatever, you know, like the parents thing. Or did you just see his phone laying down and was like, hey, I just want to grab his phone and, like, go through it? So that's exactly what you did. Okay, let's continue. And I knew he knew I saw, and he told me that someone must have hacked his phone. That was the best excuse you could come up with. Someone hacked my phone. When someone hacks your phone, they don't download photos onto it. They, like, take your personal information. So I'm, like, so confused as to where the hacking came into play here. Like, we couldn't have done a little better. Like, oh, I let someone borrow my phone. No, someone
hacked my phone.
And you believed him. And as the naive child I was, I believed him, and we never spoke of it again, and I've never told my mom. I don't want to say you're poor mom, because I don't know nothing about nothing, but I feel like in that type of situation, your mom does deserve to know, because your dad is cheating on your mom. There is no, oh, what if, whatever. No, your dad is cheating on your mom. And I'm sorry to say this, but he is. Okay. I'm in high school. Hey, me too. And in freshman year, I'm a sophomore, I faked having a twin sister for an entire semester so I could skip classes. That's where we fall down. Like, we were going off to a great start, and then we just went left. But I'm gonna give you a chance. I'd come in some days just like me, and then change. What? What's the horns? What's the horns for?
Don't live in New York.
Anyways, I'd come in some days dressed like me and then change into a different style. I thought it was believable because I saw it on TV. And skip classes to hang with different teachers saying I had lunch. Right? Many of my friends believed it as well as some teachers, but it got bad to the point where the principal was called and we had a meeting with my mom. I told my mom I feel like I have an alternative personality named Vanessa. She still hasn't looked at me the same. So instead of saying, Mom, I did this because I wanted to get out of going to class, you told her you did it because you felt like you had an alternate personality. I don't even know what to say to help you get out of this one. It has been a year since it happened freshman year and you're a sophomore. It has been a year. So personally, if I was your mom, I would still not look at you the same. It's just been a year. But like, in the school, like, didn't think to, like, the school is hearing this and like hearing that you have a twin sister. Your teachers are not thinking to call your mom and be like, hey, does so-and-so have a twin? And you have to be a girl. Like, I don't want to like assume, but I'm gonna assume that you had to have been a girl, because if you had like a twin sister and like people believe like you guys were twins and you were able to pass off as both, that means you have to have been identical. Because if you were a guy, like, this was not working. I swear to you, this was not working. So you had to have been a girl. I don't even know how this worked out for you. I don't even want to say that I'm proud of you, because this is just so ridiculous. This just like did not have to happen, but it did happen. Okay, Vanessa? We're gonna squeeze in one final confession today. When I was 8, I told my family I was allergic to cilantro, so I wouldn't have to eat it on holidays. So I did hear that like half like the people in the world taste cilantro as it like soap. Like, it tastes like soap. So did it taste like soap to you? And if this is you, I want to know. Like, did it taste like soap to you? That's why like you said like that you were allergic to it. And also, wouldn't your mom be able to back it up that you were allergic to cilantro? Especially because you were 8. I'm still pretending. Good for you. Good for you. I made a fake medical history and even reacted to me accidentally eating it at Thanksgiving to make it believable. Are we bored? Like, if we're bored, I have the perfect game for you. And the perfect game is called Wordle. It's sponsored by you. It's made by New York Times. And it's 5-letter placements. Now, each day there's a different word. And the goal is to guess what word it is. Now, each time you put a word in, it shows if you got letters right, which is green, or letters wrong, which is gray. Or you got a letter right, but it's not in that right place, which is yellow. And you just basically keep going until you get the word, but you have 6 tries to get it. Because this is sounding like a whole lot of boredom to me. Because what time do you have to fake an allergic reaction to cilantro? All you had to say was, I don't like cilantro. That's like literally, and wouldn't your mom not think to send you to a doctor to see if you actually was allergic to cilantro? Yeah. My aunt now brings cilantro-free dishes just for me. Again, are we bored? Why are we doing this? Vanessa? Oh, I'm calling in Vanessa. I'm summoning Vanessa. Vanessa. Because why? faking an allergic reaction to cilantro of all things because we're bored. You got it, girl. Like, you really got it. Round of applause to you. You can be the next Betty White. The next Scarlett Johansson. And I'm just naming random actors that I know off to the top of my head. Because this is actually insane. Thanks. For, like, you could have, like, literally avoided all of that and been like, hey, Mom, I don't really like cilantro. Like, it doesn't taste good to me. No, you'd rather just lie and pretend like you have a whole other reaction. And bad on your mom's end, because why would she not check this out? This is something that, like, kind of should be checked out. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit those post notifications, and comment done. The first 3 people to do that will deserve a, like, will get a special shout out in next week's video. And I will be posting once a week. I'll be posting every Friday, so stay tuned for that. So I'll see you guys on the next video, on the next deranged video, because that's what we are on this channel. We are
Deranged.
because we are. Bye bye.
I don't need a light to get it poppin', but these bitches in my business call me ultra choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep